Drawing a hand from observation can be a little intimidating, so here is a really great project that can help you get comfortable before you start from observation, which is drawing on a hand to see how the lines will work. And I also have videos on doing the same thing with a continuous contour line drawing and a geometric form hand drawing. Those links are in the description. If we haven't met yet, my name is Dina Rennick. I'm an artist and an art teacher, and I like to help you get comfortable trying out new things, learning how to make different types of art and other experiments and things around the house. So without further ado, let's get started.
All right, so we already learned how to do continuous contour line drawings, and we learned how to do geometric forms, and now we're going to do cross contour line drawings. Cross contour lines go across the surface. So I'm going to show you how to do that on a clean piece, and also how to practice on just a page full of fingers, okay? I have a piece of paper underneath so that I don't mess up my table. And the first thing we're going to do is on this one, we're going to practice again drawing a cylinder like we did with our geometric form one. So we're going to draw a cylinder. On the outside, we do the two lines. This would be like a section of the finger, and then a corresponding smiley face circle there because this part gets closer. Cross contour makes it look like it's even more 3D by following the surface. So you're going to have the same kind of curves dipping down on the whole thing. So that is essentially what you're going to be doing, which is how we did this. So then on your paper, you're going to write cross contour line drawing, and then you're going to say across the surface so you can remember. And this is like taking notes except for it's hands-on. So now you've got your vocabulary, so later on when I say, what vocabulary did you learn? One of them was cross contour line drawing. It means it goes across the surface of something, and then you get to actually practice it. So then you put your name and your block. And then before we actually start on this, we're gonna just practice on one finger as many times as we need to make sure we kind of understand how it works. So the first thing you're gonna do is outline the outside or the contours of this finger. And then we're gonna do a curved line on each of the knuckles. So it starts where the wrinkle where it bends is, and then it dips down a nice curve and back up. You're gonna do the same thing on this knuckle. It'll be bigger curve because this knuckle is bigger. And then here it's a little tipped because it bends right here. So it's a big curve like that. It's similar to the geometric form except for the pieces aren't split. Then we're gonna start in the middle, and we're gonna do those same nice big deep curves in this section. And it's just helping it feel like it's actually three-dimensional. We're gonna do the same thing on this one. This side is a little tiny bit shorter than this side. So I'm gonna start in the middle of here and curve up to the middle of the other one, the other side. But still nice big curves. And then for the tip, this part is very cylindrical. This part is more round. So I'm gonna just start at the cylinder part and put in those lines. Nice big curve so it looks round. And then on this part, since it's round, it's gonna look more like a beach ball. So it's gonna be more like a C instead of just a curve. So that makes it look like the lines are curving around the end with a little ovally circle in the center. So if you get that, have me check it. If that looks good, I'll say, yep, you're ready to go. Then we start on this one. And again, in class, we did it step by step together. But on here, I'm just gonna do it all at once. I'm gonna start with the thumb because that's the most straightforward one. I'm going to follow the outside. And then I'm going to do the thumb where it creases and then dip down. So you're always dipping down toward the center of the hand. Same thing here. This is a big knuckle here. So it's sort of like that. Then I'm going to do this part of the thumb just like I did the practice finger. So we're dipping down, making it look 3D. And then here we're doing that C. And then here, this side is a little shorter, so I'm going to go from here to here. All right, then I'm going to start with the middle finger, but I'm going to outline several of the fingers just so I can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to outline the front of the base of this finger because it's a little bit confusing and you'll see why in a second. So I'll go just that far. And I'm not going to do the base of any of these fingers because there's a little extra trick you need to know. So just like that, okay? Now we're going to do where the knuckle is on this finger. Nice big dip. This is more like a 45-degree angle. And then same thing, split the difference. Make sure you're doing nice big curves. But anywhere where it's not even, just let it divide like that. Same thing here. Do the cylinder part of the tip of the finger. And then your C's at the end. We're going to save this part of the finger for a minute. Do the curves. Now this finger is pointing in this direction, so your curves are going, they're still curves, but they're just pointing in a different direction because the finger has turned. And let's go ahead and do here, big curve. And then we do our end of the finger C's here. Do our curves. We're following the direction of the cylinder part of the finger. So this split kind of like a 45-degree angle because of the angle right there. Now, once we do this last pinky, I'm going to show you how to do the base of each of these fingers, which does make sense. You just got to make sure you're thinking about the direction. Okay, now here the fingers are pointing almost up. You guys see that? So almost up. So that means the direction of the line, instead of going like this, is going to be like this. So here at the base, it's a big curve, but since it kind of squishes together, your finger bends there, this is going to be here like this, but then it starts to spread out. So it's like together on this side and then spread out here. Here you'll really just see maybe one line, and then here you'll just see part of it. But that is in that direction. It's almost like you're wearing stripes on your legs or something. Same thing here. And then on this one, it's such an angle that they all kind of start at the center and then turn. Okay? Then we're going to do what we did yesterday and do the wrist first. because it just seems a little bit easier to wrap your head around. So make sure you have nice big curves. And when you get to the paper, just let it run off. Don't try to squeeze them on. Keep them the same nice big curve. And then we have to figure this part out. And the way that I like to do it is this part of your hand is like almost like a finger, just wider. So we're gonna just make the big curves, and that's gonna show that that part is 3D. So the parts that stick out closer to the viewer are gonna be curved down like this. This part also is going to be curved down, and we got to kind of figure out how that works. The way I did this is anywhere where the hand dips in, like this, the line is going up. Anywhere where it sticks out, it's going down. So that is how I did it. So here, I like to kind of split the hand up so I can figure out how it goes. So I'm going to start here. And again, if you want to use a pencil till you get comfortable with it or make sure it looks good, you can. That is what I did when I first starting. So I'm just using a few lines to make sure. It's like there's a stripe that goes across the palm. And since the palm is tipped, it goes up this way. Now here, this dips up and then back around. So it dips in, goes around, and then here it dips in, dips in, but we still have a lot of empty space. So this part really does kind of go a little bit flat, maybe one more curve there, but the wrist is a little bit flatter. And then we'll just split this up with a few more lines. So it's curving to follow that contour. And maybe one more right here. Curve up wherever. There. And there we have our cross contour line, and it looks 3D. It looks like the lines are following that three-dimensional surface across the hand. So it's cross contour. Remember, the contour is the outside edges, the wrinkles, the edges of things, and then if it goes across, it's going from one side to the other across the surface. I realized I missed one more little section here. So I'm gonna go here. There we go.
If you tried it, let me know in the comments, let me know how it went. And if you found this useful, please like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you have anything else you'd like to learn how to try, let me know in the comments and I will try to make some videos for you. Thank you so much for stopping by to visit. I hope you're having a wonderful day and I love you. Bye. Mwah.